So I just wanted to say a few things about what you just shared, Nora. First of all, how much of a pleasure it is to hear that kind of framing and that kind of place, and how well it resonates. Um, like, and for me also that you said old habits of mind and how hard, and I took that further, how hard it is to break them. One of the things that Arthur and I, in working on this over the years, we were really clear that we were building something that was process-centric, that was flow-centric. And we were really working from that kind of framework. And in the meantime, guess what we were doing? We were saying, well, what's the basic ontology here that we're working from?
Right.
And that, then there came this point in time when we realized, duh, this is not, you don't start with an ontology. Ontologies are things that come later. And that's what brought about even the name of the, like we had this incredible moment where we realized that what we were looking for is the receptive capacity from which unknown interactions can arise, right? Unknown possibilities can come from, because it starts with this non-ontological space of a receptive space. And that's where Scepter, which is one of the names of the technical platform that we came up with, comes from. It's receptive and receptor-centric work. And so that just feels really right on to me. And I actually really do look forward to reading much more in depth around how you're looking at it, because thinking of that as learning, it just, like, that makes total sense. You can't not learn.
Right.
You can't not learn if that's what's going on. It's all that.
It's all that. So I made a word for that because I got so frustrated in all these sort of systems and complexity conferences that I was at.
Yeah.
And because people kept drawing these 2D maps of systems on the whiteboard, and it started to make me just want to pull my hair out. And I couldn't figure out, what is it about this that's driving me crazy? And because, these were these mental models, this was something that was supposed to help us to hold the complexity in mind, because there's this baseline nervousness that actually is completely unwarranted, by the way. There's a baseline nervousness that we can't hold complexity in our intellect or in our body, that will just explode, and there's no possible way you can hold all these different nested contexts and all the interaction, and right. Reality, there's more complexity in my hand than you could ever fit on 100 whiteboards across the conference hall. And I interact with this object all day, every day. Yeah. So it's this coming back to, wait a minute, you remember that moment when you learned how to ride a bike and you're the person that taught you was behind you somewhere, and they said, you were like, I can't do it, and they said, you are doing it. It's that moment where it's, you can't think in complexity, but you are doing it. It's there. You just have to step into the observation of it, the reception and the perception of it.